Hey everyone, this is Steve from GamersNexus.net, and I am not yelling for once, which is kind of strange. You're probably used to hearing my voice being very scratchy and annoying, but we are in a quieter area with Chris Roberts from Star Citizen, and he's got some great updates for us on Star Citizen's development, of course, which we spoke about originally not too long ago on the technical side. Today we're talking more about gameplay and overall progression. Chris, can you tell us a little bit about progress so far with Star Citizen?
Okay, well, so we have essentially staffed up our Austin studio, and our Los Angeles office is going to be finished in the first of the first week of April. So we'll be in there in the second week of April onwards, and we're busily working away. So we're actually upgrading to a new version of the CryEngine. Which is there's a whole new update that has all the features that Crysis 3 and then some new stuff that we're working on. So we've been doing that and getting our asset pipeline going. So it's a lot of getting people on board, getting them up to speed, getting them familiar with the engine. We've got some people that have actually joined us from Crytek, and so they obviously know the engine and been training some of our other people. And but I feel like the team's really gelling, and it's feeling good. So we're going to have some cool stuff to be showing in the coming months. I think you will like.
Sounds very promising. Have you had to make any compromises so far on your original vision? Have there been any technical or design challenges you've faced?
No, we haven't actually compromised anything. I would say in a few cases we may have even expanded on what we were originally thinking. So it's still early days, so maybe later on down the line we'll have to pull back a bit. But right now it's actually, I think, going to be even cooler than what I was originally thinking when I was pitching it.
I'm not sure how possible that is, but I will happily look forward to it. PvP. Can we talk about player count of players in PvP, and will there be any major incentives for players to stage larger battles? Do you have any idea on that stuff yet?
Well, okay, so there'll definitely be incentives to have some bigger battles. So in terms of the amount of players in any one sort of battle zone or instance, we're calling it, we don't quite know kind of what the limit of the count is. Part of the reason we're going to do the dogfighting alpha at the end of this year, that's and this is just to allow you to fly and dogfight in the ships that you've pledged for. It won't have the persistent universe, it won't have the story, but it's for us to sort of do balancing on the ships and the weapons, and also to see how many ships we can get in one area and have that be fun and have the feedback and the performance work really well. So we're not quite sure yet. So we're hoping to get closer to 100 if we can, but it could be as low as 40 or 50, or it could be as high as 100. We don't know. That's part of the reason to run the test, which we'll do at the very end of this year. But our important thing is to make it as cool or fun as possible. As far as things to do with other people, I mean, we have areas in the persistent universe that will be persistent in space that you can fight over. So for instance, like maybe there's an asteroid base inside an asteroid field, and that's a really good hideout for like a pirate, and it's right near the merchant trading run. So that would be a place that like a pirate gang would want to hold or take over. So another pirate gang may want to come and take it from them, or even the merchant guild could hire the mercenary guild to go and clean out the nest of pirates. So there'll be areas or things around space that you'll be able to fight over for sort of territory, so to speak. And the big capital ships are a little like that. They just can move instead of being static like an asteroid base.
Sure, it sounds very crazy for PvP. I'm kind of looking forward to it. What about latency issues with players in Australia versus Americans or Europeans? Can you tell us a little bit about how you're handling that?
So that's part of the sort of online and the back-end system we're in the middle of building and designing right now. So my goal is to try and take care of everyone around. So we're sort of leaning towards a cloud solution for the sort of last server part of the equation, which is the battle instance stuff. So in that case, that if we can do the cloud solution and get it to have the performance that works really well, that will allow us to be able to deploy servers throughout the world pretty easily, scale up and down depending on demand. So that would be a server in Australia, or east, west coast of America, maybe a couple in Europe. So that's the goal. So a combination of sort of cloud deployed and some dedicated, but we haven't fully gone through that. So that may not be the case in the final day, but my goal is to try and have everyone that's around the Star Citizen universe, no matter where you are in geography, get a good experience. So you don't want to have a lot of latency or lag.
Awesome, great. One of the more random sounding questions is from a guy on Reddit. I think he's a mod actually of the Star Citizen subreddit, and he wanted to know if your sound will be dynamic and how you're handling sound with respect specifically to the damage of the ship. Will they be able to hear the damage through sounds in the game, stuff like that?
No, so definitely. So you'll be able to hear damage on parts. So parts that move will sound one way, and then if they're damaged, they'll sound different. So you should be able to hear creaking and stuff when your ship gets more damaged. And the sounds themselves are set up in a way that they can be dynamic in 3D if you've got surround speakers and stuff like that. We actually position everything in 3D when we're playing the sounds. It's part of the sound system that runs already inside CryEngine.
Cool. Anything you really want to put out to your fans, to your backers, that you want to say to them and really get them hyped more about Star Citizen, if that's possible?
Well, first of all, I'll say thank you to everyone, because it's amazing that we're managing to make the game, and with the level of ambition and the level of backing, because it's we're not making something small, we're making something pretty big. So thank you very much for backing what we're doing, and it's amazing. We have a brilliant community, and I'll just say that even though the game's 2 years away, we're building and doing things so everyone can interact this year and next year. So the hangar module is going to come out in August, which will allow you to check the ships out you've pledged and look around it, and maybe have your friends come and check your ships out. And we're going to try and get some of the customization options available for it. I don't know if we'll have it right at the very beginning, but definitely towards the end. And then the dogfighting will be in December. So it's going to be a fun ride, and check the website that we run, robertspaceindustries.com, for updates, and thank you all. There you go.
Excellent. Thank you, Chris, for your time, and good luck on your panel today. Check out our coverage of the panel online after PAX East, and that's it for the show. This is our last interview, so I will see you guys next time. Peace.